Hello my dear students, welcome to Prudence Coaching Mathematics class. Here you will get ICSE, CBSE and WBBSE solutions. So my dear students, today we came up with one of the most important chapter of your book, that is volume and surface area of all shapes. As you can see that we will deal with 3D figures. 3D figures means the figures which you can just take it in your hand, and whereas 2D figures means the figure which can be represented on a plane surface. As we all know, this chapter is full of formulae. But students, today I will teach you in a different manner. I will show you the tricks and the important concept I will give on this chapter so that you need not to memorize any formula. Just one thing you need to do, that is you need to watch this video once and you will never forget anything in your life. You just need to stay from the beginning till the end of the video. So let's start. By seeing these pictures, it may come in your mind that some of the figures has same base as that of the top. As you can see, in cube we have a square base and the top is also a square. In case of cuboid, we have a rectangular base and a rectangular top. In case of pyramid, we have a triangular base and the top is pointed. In case of the cone, you can see the base is circular but the top is pointed. Similarly, in case of cylinder, the base is circular or it is a circle in the base and we have the same circle in the top. So students, based on this top and bottom, this kind of 3D figures are mainly classified into two types, that is prism and pyramid. Prisms means the figure which has the same base and the top. As you can see, in this particular figure we are given a cylinder, and in cylinder we have a circular base and we have the same base as our top, so we will call it a prism. Prism, by definition, we can say the 3D figures which will have the same base and the top is called a prism. And students, here are the generalized formula for volume, lateral surface area and total surface area of a prism. That means for every prism these formulas are applicable. We can apply these formulas and calculate the volumes, lateral surface area and total surface area of any kind of prism. But students, you need to remember that prism is a figure, or you can say prism is a 3D figure whose base and the top is same. So let's start. As you can see, volume equals to base area into height. Lateral surface area equals to base perimeter into height. Total surface area equals to lateral surface area plus 2 into base area. Students, you can see these formulas are quite difficult, is it not? Yes, these are difficult, but after seeing the trick and the basic concept, this will be easiest formula. So let's start. So students, first we will start with the first kind of prism, that is cuboid. In cuboid, we will have a rectangular base. As you can see here, the base is rectangle and the top is also a rectangle. You can compare a cuboid with a brick. It is similar as a brick. So let's start with the formulas for cuboid. Let us start with the volume. But before that, you need to know that this is the length of this cuboid and this one is the height of the cuboid and the breadth is this one. So this is the breadth, this one is the length and this is the height of this cuboid. So let us start. Students, volume of cuboid is length into breadth into height. How you will just write it, length into breadth into height? Let us understand. Yes, we need a rectangular sheet, means a paper which will look like a rectangle. Students, if we go on putting more sheets like this on this particular sheet, then this paper or this sheet will become like this, which will look like a cuboid. So my dear students, it is very easy. If we add the height to the base area, then we will get the volume. That means for volume we need to bring one base which is rectangular in shape and we need to place same sheet one after the another, and the height will be increased and we will get the volume of this particular figure. So the volume of this cuboid will be area of the base into height, and we know the area of rectangle is length into breadth and height means h. So length into breadth into height is the volume of this cuboid. Now let us move on to the surface area. Students, before this, see this picture. This is one of the tiles which we are just adding more tiles like this, and the volume is increasing. So in order to find out the volume of this particular thing, you need the length and the breadth of this particular tiles. So this will be the length, this will be the breadth, and this will be the height. If you multiply length into breadth into height, you will get the volume of this cuboid. Now let us see the lateral surface area. Lateral surface area means the walls of your room. You can compare the lateral surface area with the walls, that is the four walls of your room. Now let us learn how to calculate the lateral surface area. If we take perimeter, perimeter means the outer boundary. So if we take the perimeter of the rectangle, because the base of the cuboid is rectangle, so we will just take the outer boundary. So in this figure you can see this is the outer boundary of a rectangle. Now if we go on adding boundaries one after the another, then the figure will change to like this, means it will look like the four walls of your room, and this is only the lateral surface area of a cuboid. So in order to find out the lateral surface area of a cuboid, you need the perimeter of the base into height. So the perimeter of the base is the sum of all these lines, that is the outer boundary, into height. So the perimeter of the rectangle or the base here will be 2 breadth and 2 length, that is the sum of 2 breadth and 2 length, which we can write 2L plus 2B. This is the perimeter, and with this we need to multiply the height, because by adding more and more perimeter the height is increasing, and by doing that we are getting the lateral surface area. So here we are getting, you can write this as 2 into L plus B into height, which is the formula of lateral surface area of a cuboid. So lateral surface area means only the outer or the four walls of your room. You can just compare the lateral surface area of a cuboid with the four walls of your room. Now students, we will learn about total surface area. Now if we add the top and the base to the lateral surface area, or you can say that if we add the floor and the roof of your room with the lateral surface area, then you will get the total surface area. So we will just write the formula of lateral surface area, and the area of the roof and the area of the top we are going to add with lateral surface area to get the total surface area. So let us see the formula. So we know the formula of lateral surface area. Just now we have learned that lateral surface area is 2 into L plus B into height. With this we need to add the base area and the top area. As you can see, we have a rectangle as our top and our base, and we know the area of rectangle is length into breadth. So as we are adding 2 length into breadth means 2 areas like this, means we are adding one in the top and one in the bottom. So we will get 2 times length into breadth. So we will write here 2 LB. So our final formula for lateral surface area will be, if we multiply all this, we will get 2 LH plus 2 BH plus 2 LB, which is the formula of total surface area of a cuboid. So students, let us revise the formula which we have seen before, but we have not understood anything. So let us go through that. See, volume is length into breadth into height, which I have said earlier, and you need to add the cubic unit, because we have 3 centimeter or meter, anything you will given in the question, or the cubic units. Next we have the surface area, and the surface area, as I have said, this is the surface area, and we know for area we need to use square units and diagonal. You need to memorize the formula of diagonal, that is root over L square plus B square plus H square. And here we are not given the total surface area. So from this part your homework will be to write the formula of total surface area in the comment box. Now let us start with the next type of prism. Next kind of prism is cube. By seeing this particular picture, you will understand that we all have played with this particular thing. This is a puzzle cube. Students, in puzzle cube you will find that all faces of this cube will be a square. We all know that all the faces of this cube are square. So as this is square, and we know by the definition of prism, prism means a 3D figure whose base and the top will be equal. So here the base is also a square and the top is also a square. So as the base and top are equal, so we can call cube as a prism. Basic difference between the pyramid and prism is, in prism both the top and bottom are same, but in case of the pyramid the top is always pointed. So as this one is a cube which is a prism, so by the formula of prism, or you can say by using the generalized formula of prism, we can find out the volume of cube. So in order to find out the volume of cube, we know that the volume of any prism is base area into height. So the base area, as here the base is square, so base area or area of square will be side into side. So let the side be A, so you will get side into side, that is A into A. And as the height is also A, because all the edges of this particular cube is equal, therefore height will be also A. So by this we will find out that the volume of cube is A cube. By using the generalized formula of prism, we can find out the lateral surface area of cube. So lateral surface area means we know the perimeter of the base into height. As in the perimeter of the base of a square we will get 4A, because we know the perimeter of a square is 4A. So if you don't know that the perimeter of square is 4A, then you should know that a perimeter means only the outer boundary. So as we are having 4 sides of a square, so the perimeter will be A plus A plus A plus A, that is 4A. So we have already found out that the perimeter of the base of the square is 4A. Now we need to multiply height with it, and here we know that as it is a cube, so all the edges are A centimeter, therefore we will just multiply with A. So by this we will get 4A square. So here 4A square will be the lateral surface area. Now if we are asked to find out the total surface area, then we need to add the base and the top, means we need to add the area of base and the top with this lateral surface area. So here surface area given, it means that total surface area. Whenever it will be not mentioned that lateral surface area, then we will assume it to be total surface area. So let us calculate the total surface area. So this one is the lateral surface area. With it we need to add the area of base and top. As it is a square, so area of square will be A square. So again we are having another one area at the top, so we will get A square plus A square, that is 2A square. So our final answer will be 4A square plus 2A square, that is 6A square. So the total surface area of cube is 6A square unit. As we are not given whether it is centimeter, meter or something, we will just write unit here. Next we need to know the diagonal of cube. Diagonal of cube is root 3A. For moving to the next particular prism, let us learn the differences between this cube and cuboid. So as you can see, this one is cube which is made up of squares, and this is a cuboid whose base and the top is a rectangle. So in case of cube we have 8 vertices. Similarly in case of cuboid also we have 8 vertices. Vertices means the corner point, that is point A, point B, point C, point D, point E, F, G, H, all these points are vertices. And in case of cuboid, point A, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, all these are vertices. So we have 8 vertices in cube, and cuboid we have also 8 vertices. Now we will see the edges. In square we have 4 edges, and in cube we have 12 edges. Edges means this particular lines. So these are the edges, and all total we have this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 edges. In case of cuboid also we have 12 edges. All the edges are equal in length in case of cube, because cube is made up of square and all the sides of a square are equal in length. Therefore all the edges of this cube will be equal. But in case of cuboid, all edges are not equal. In cube we have 6 faces. Faces means this one is one face, this one is another one face, this one is another one face. In the back we have another one face, in the bottom we have another one face, and in the left hand side we have another face. Face means the surfaces with which this cube is made of, means the squares with which this cube is made of. Similarly, in case of cuboid also we have 6 faces. All the faces of cube are square. In case of cuboid, all those are rectangular in shape. Area of all faces are equal because here all areas are the area of square, and here area of opposite faces are equal as it is made up of rectangle. Therefore, this face will be equal to this face. This face, that is top, will be equal to this bottom face, and the front face, this one, will be equal to the back one. So opposite faces are equal in cuboid. In case of cube, all faces are equal. Now let us move on to the next type, that is cylinder. As you can see, the base of the cylinder is a circle and the top of the cylinder is also a circle. So it is a prism, because according to the prism we know it is a 3D figure with same top and the bottom. So now let us calculate the formulas or the volumes, surface area, curved surface area, all these things of this cylinder. As you can see, this one is cylindrical in shape. Students, can you name a figure which is cylindrical in shape? I am naming one. You will name one and you will just type it down in the comment box. If we see a battery, it is cylindrical in shape. Let us go through the formulas of cylinder. As you can see, cylinder has circle as its base and top. So let us assume the radius of the circle or the base be r, and the height of the cylinder, height means the perpendicular distance of the top and bottom, be h. Then if we calculate the volume, we know that according to the generalized formula of prism, volume is base area into height. So the area of the circle is pi r square. We all know that the area of circle is pi r square, with which we need to multiply the height to get volume. So the volume will be pi r square h cubic units, because it is a volume. Students, you should remember here curved surface area is similar to the lateral surface area of the cube and cuboid. As here it is circular in shape, therefore we will call it as curved surface area instead of lateral surface area. So let us find the curved surface area. So the formula of curved surface area will be same as the lateral surface area. Here the generalized formula of curved surface area will be same as the lateral surface area, that is perimeter into height, that is the base perimeter into height. As you can see here, the base is circular, so we know that circle doesn't have a perimeter. We call the outer boundary of circle as the circumference. So here we need to find out the circumference of this circle, and we know the formula of the circumference of a circle, that is 2 pi r, with which we need to multiply the height. So 2 pi r into h. So our formula will be 2 pi r h square units. Next we will calculate the total surface area. If we add the top and bottom with the curved surface area, we will get the total surface area. So the area of top and bottom will be pi r square. Pi r square is the area of circle, but we have 2 pi r square, that is one in the top and one in the bottom. So we will have 2 pi r square. So our total surface area is 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r square. Now if we take 2 pi r common, then we will get h plus r. So our final formula for total surface area will be 2 pi r. Within the bracket we will write h plus r square units. Dear students, with this we come to the end of important formulas of the prism. In the next class we will start with the pyramid. Students, till then take care, be happy, and don't forget to click on the like button if you find the content of this video helpful for you. Students, don't forget to subscribe this channel, because only then you can get videos like this. And students, also press on the bell icon to get notification of our newly uploaded videos. Thank you.